Skull! Hey, it's playoff time. We're back, baby. Yeah, we lost to the Lions, whatever. I didn't make a video on it because I just don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it, whatever. We're in the playoffs. We shouldn't be in this position in the first place. We were supposed to have 6 wins this season, and we went 14-3. And it sucks that we went 14-3 and we have the 5 seed. That's never happened before, but it is what it is. Vikes take on the Rams of Los Angeles on Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central. Sam Darnold coming off his worst performance as a Viking after having the most magical season he could have ever dreamt of having. I haven't lost faith in Mr. Sam. A lot of people have on Vikings media, social media, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. People have lost hope in him, and I think that is a horrible mistake. Here's why. I'm sure Sam, maybe he doesn't see it firsthand, but people in his family see it. It's bad energy spreading to Sam, our quarterback. We need to have his back, especially after a bad performance. He's led us to a 14-3 season. Kirk Cousins barely had 14 wins. He had that 13-win season, but there was multiple seasons, we barely even smelled the playoffs with him. So the fact that in our first season with Mr. Sam Darnold, we have 14 wins, I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit. We got to keep our hope in our boy. Forget about J.J. McCarthy. Forget about all that. It's right now. We still are a 14-win team. We've only lost to 2 teams all year. Yes, the Lions twice. If the Vikings beat the Rams, most likely, unless something crazy happens, the Vikings will be heading back to Detroit for the game to go to the NFC Championship. So, you know what? I'd rather lose to them in Week 18 than beat them Week 18 and then they come and beat our asses in our home. So, you know what? You got to look at the positives, and there are a lot of positives. Yes, there are a few negatives, but the negatives I really don't think outweigh the positives. So Vikings fans, please stay positive, especially now. We have a playoff game. Forget the Detroit game. It doesn't matter. If I would have told you at the beginning of the season we would be the 5 seed, everybody would be cheering and happy. We'd be like, what the heck? No freaking way. Everybody counted us out. So the fact that we're even here, yes, it's unfortunate that we had 14 wins and we don't get home field advantage. Yes, I get that. But it's the way it goes. We're in a really tough conference. Not only that, but a tough-ass division. F the Lions and F the Packers. The Bears are irrelevant. But, Vikes fans, stay positive. I'm not thinking about Detroit anymore until we have to play them again. It's 1 week at a time. We're on to the Rams. We might not even be playing in L.A. They might move it to Vegas because of all the fires that have been going on in L.A. And apparently the air quality is all messed up and the players aren't going to want to play there, which is totally understandable. So we might even be playing on a neutral freaking field. And if we go to Vegas, that could be half Vikes fans for all I know. It was when we played Vegas last year, 3-0 game. Anyways, if you saw me at the beginning of the video, yes, I blew that. That chug was not good at all. I'm aware of that. I will try to redeem myself here in a minute. But, yeah, you have to excuse me. I just got off of work probably about 10 minutes ago, got back, and your boy's stomach is, I had a sandwich for lunch. There's not much in there right now. So excuse me for not being able to finish the beer and maybe throwing up a little bit. So it is what it is. It happens. I'm not a pussy Packers fan, I promise. Sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to use the P word. But yeah, we got to stay positive with the Vikes here. We got to keep Sam Darnold's back. Aaron Jones is playing well. We had a great running game against Detroit. The score didn't tell the whole story in that game. It really didn't. We had, I don't even want to talk about it, but this is the last thing I'll say is we had multiple chances to take the lead, about 3 or 4 by my count. We had a lot of great plays from people. The defense played good. Jahmyr Gibbs is just really good. He's just really good at football. And you know what? The fact that David Montgomery's coming back for them might be a negative because Jahmyr's just been going off. They should just low-key take him out for the year. But anyways, what do I know? But yeah, we just got to root for the fellas, keep their backs. It's going to be a tough game. The Rams are good. Matthew Stafford is very, very good at football. He's won a Super Bowl before. He's played the Vikings he was on the Lions for however long and played us twice a year. He knows us. He knows our culture. He also beat us this year. Our first loss of the year on Thursday Night Football back in about week 6. Or was it week 7? I don't remember. It doesn't fucking matter. But, again, defense has got to keep forcing turnovers. They forced 2 turnovers against the Lions. And we couldn't capitalize either time. Main part due to Sam Darnold being kind of incompetent, turning back into Jets Sam Darnold. But, still other things got to go right. We get to the goal line every time. We're throwing the ball on every down. Like, run the ball a few times. Like, I would like to see that more. But it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. We lost. And you know what? It's not even... There's positives coming. At least we get to try to beat the Rams, pick up some steam going forward if we do have to play the Lions again. At least, sometimes the bye isn't all that great. And I know the Lions will be ready, though. I'm not saying that. But, we have to look at it in the positive side, and we have to use that. I hope, at least, the Vikings are using it to their advantage. And O'Connell is, shoving their faces in that loss and saying, hey, at least we lost this one. We don't want to lose the next one. So, but... Again, still, there's some good plays remain in the game, some bad plays. It didn't really get nasty until the end of the third quarter, but it happens. We lost. Whatever. Can't do anything about it now, can we? But yeah, Rams, going to be tough. Just a good team, good receivers, great running back, quarterback who's been through it all, one of the best head coaches in the NFL. Kevin O'Connell's a former team that he won a Super Bowl with as the offensive coordinator, kind of, because I can't remember his name right now. I'm blanking on their head coach. McVay. I'm stupid. McVay was basically the OC, kind of how Kevin O'Connell is now. He calls the plays. But yeah, it's master versus apprentice, if you will. 2 young head coaches battling it out. I know the Vikings have the better team. Can Sam, and I know Sam will, but the question is, will Sam get back on his horse, or is he going to lay down and die? Because you know what? Realistically, if he goes out and, he's had a great regular season, that's awesome and it's wonderful. But, if he just loses, he gets crushed by Detroit, if we lose to the Rams, he just lost himself $10 million on his future contract. Like, you think somebody's going to pay him? I mean, shoot, you know what? Maybe I'm just talking baloney here. Somebody probably will pay him $45 million. And I'm not talking about what I want to do in the future with Sam yet. That will come after the season's over. We don't even know what's going to happen yet. So I'm not even going to talk about who I want to be the quarterback. If I want it to be J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Nick Mullins, baloney, doesn't matter. Shit here. But that is something that we will talk about after the season ends. As of now, we have one goal, and that's to win on Monday. And after that, we can think about other things, regardless if that's our last game of the year, or if we have another game after that. If we're going back to Detroit, if we're going to Philly, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't think we could physically go to Philly, can we? Anyways, but yeah, got to keep the faith, fellas. Got to keep the faith. Soldiers, unite under the banner of the purple and gold and the 2 horns. All right, unite under our interim king of Sam Darnold. Maybe interim, who knows? Got to keep the faith. Sam, I love you. If you watch this somehow, I'm sure you watch all my episodes, but I believe in you. And you're a good dude. I just know it. I've never met you, but I just can tell you're a good guy. You got that gleam in your eye. But come on, Vikes fans, we got it. Lots to look forward to here. I know I didn't really talk too much football on this. I'm talking a lot of hypotheticals. But at this point, what can we do? What's talking about it going to change anything? It's not. We're just speculating now, and I'm making this podcast to make me feel better because I've been, the Lions game kind of, it hurt me, but I'm over it now. I'm over it. It's over. Anyways, hey, let me try to chug this beer now. I'm going to get redemption for myself and Vikings fans alike all around the world. I promise I can chug a beer. Alright, there's already a little in here, so I'm not filling it up all the way. Or with this whole beer, at least. Oh, shit. That was a horrible pour, y'all. Alright, well, we gotta let this go down anyway. Injury report. I think Patrick Jones II is not playing. He got banged up a couple games ago, which is fine. But other than that, I think everybody's good to go. P. Jones would be nice to have, but I guess it's Dallas Turner time. I love me some DT. DT 15, baby. He's a stud, rookie out of Alabama. All right, when this phone goes down, I'm gonna chug this. But well, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I just do this to vent on YouTube for fun. I don't care if I got 0 views. I don't care if I get 10 views. I don't care if I get 100,000. I'm going to do the same thing. I barely know what I'm doing. I just do this for fun. And it's something funny, I think. At least I can laugh at it. Shit, I haven't chugged a beer in a minute, so... I just don't want all that foam. Hold on. Also, Burns on the Lions is such a dirty-ass player. I don't even want to say his first name because I low-key forgot, and because he doesn't deserve it. He's a bum. I also heard that the Lions fans were treating Vikings fans quite rudely at the game, which is no surprise. Detroit is a crapshoot of a place. I will never, ever go there, ever. I wouldn't want to meet anybody from there either. Let's go Vikes. Told y'all, I can do it. With that being said, guys, Skull Vikes. Godspeed in LA, fellas. Godspeed. Or if it's in Vegas because of the fires. Excuse me, sorry. Let's get it done. Skull Vikes. Jimmy Skull out.